This is my first year covering Sundance Film Festival as a film critic, so let's talk about all 5 movies that I watched for Sundance Film Festival 2021 coming up. Hey everybody, Dragon Movie Guy here with my first ever ranking for all the films that I watched during Sundance Film Festival 2021. If we're just meeting, I am Dragon Movie Guy. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments section down below what you guys thought of the films from Sundance Film Festival 2021. I watched 5 of them. I want to know which ones you watched and what you think of my list. In at number 5 on our list is In the Earth, written and directed by Ben Wheatley and starring Joel Fry, who played Rocky in the Beatles flick Yesterday. Joel Fry plays Dr. Martin Lowry. He is being guided by Alma, a park ranger, to go out and do some medical research. As Martin and Alma go deeper and deeper into the woods, the tension starts to build until we finally meet a man with an axe. There's not a whole lot to this film in terms of plot. It's mostly about building the tension as you go into the woods and deal with isolation and the psychological effects of dealing with the virus, but it does start to fall apart late in the film, and if I'm being honest, there is a strobe light effect that takes place late in the film that is really nauseating. It's sort of a similar strobe light to what we saw in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. In at number 4 on our list is a French language comedy. We're talking about Mother Schmuckers. Like a lot of good comedies, the plot to Mother Schmuckers is very simple. There are 2 adult brothers living with their mom, who's a prostitute. They lose her dog when they go to the store. She threatens to kick her sons out unless they can go and find the dog. Pretty simple. It's Dumb and Dumber meets Dude, Where's My Car? Maxi Del Mel plays the floppy-haired Ishitar. Harpo Guit plays the short-haired Zabulon. We follow them around Brussels as they try to find their mom's dog, January Jack. They go through increasingly bizarre adventures as we meet the people in their life. This film is shot very similar to Swingers. It is shot off the shoulder and guerrilla style, meaning that they didn't have control of all their environments. There's even a couple of shots in this film of bystanders filming the guys as they fight, as they go through a subway. You can totally see some of the bystanders just pulling out their cell phones and getting the video. I love the character development in this film. All of the supporting characters connect in a lot of different ways. The story elements build, they all make sense, they all tie together. And in the end, this is just a really, really great road trip style film. In at number 3 on our list, John and the Hole stars Dexter actor Michael C. Hall as the dad, and it stars Charlie Shotwell as the titular John. John is your pretty typical disaffected teenager. He is the skinny kid who's a tennis prodigy, but he's also the kid that no one quite listens to. The only friend who does listen to him moved away, and now all they do is play video games online. Eventually, John's dad gives him a drone. John flies the drone. John spies a hole with the drone. John drugs his family and sticks them in the hole, and he has the whole home to himself. This is basically Dexter as a sequel mixed with Home Alone. John in the Hole has the awkwardness of a coming-of-age film, it has the creepiness of a potential killer, and it has the loneliness of a main character who feels like his family and everyone around him just doesn't care about him. If you liked the show Dexter and you wondered what happened to Dexter's son after the series ended, this film could very well be the spiritual successor to the Dexter series. If you like this ranking and would like to see more like them, please be sure to hit the like button until it turns blue for the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to hit the subscribe and bell notifications so you find out the very second I post any videos to this channel. In at number 2 on our list is probably the funniest pregnancy comedy I've seen since Knocked Up. This is an Ed Helms film called Together Together. This is a bit of an unusual pregnancy comedy because in this film, Ed Helms is 45 and single. He does not have a wife, he does not have a girlfriend, there's no one he hooked up with and accidentally got pregnant. This is just Ed Helms as a single man trying to hire a surrogate to give him a child. He is so single, in fact, that he created an app called Loner, where you swipe left and swipe right, and you never have to actually talk to a person. It really turns out that there is an app for for that. Patty Harrison plays Anna. Anna is 26 and numb to life. She doesn't have kids, she's not married, and is nowhere close to having the career that she wanted. This is a very simple story, it's a very simple structure. We go through all of the pregnancy hoops that we went through and knocked up in other pregnancy comedies, but the characters going through them are not ones we've seen in these roles before. This is your traditional 3-act structure for a rom-com, it just doesn't have the rom with the com. There may not be a traditional happy ending you expect from a feel-good comedy, but the warmth and hope of rebirth after the baby's birth brings the story home. And in at number 1 on our list for Sundance Film Festival 2021 is Marvelous and the Black Hole. 13-year-old Maya Chech plays Sammy, the younger of 2 sisters. Sammy is not doing well dealing with the death of her mother, and her dad sends her to summer school to take a class about how to start a business. Eventually, Sammy's teacher threatens to kick her out of class. Angus threatens to send her to military school, and Sammy realizes that she has to turn her act around. Eventually, Sammy meets Margot, played by Rhea Perlman, and Rhea Perlman's character Margot eventually teaches magic to Sammy. We see Rhea Perlman actually perform real magic tricks on camera, and we start to see sort of a Karate Kid relationship between Margot and Sammy, where Margot is Mr. Miyagi and Sammy is Daniel San. Director Kate Sang did an amazing job with this film. It is beautiful, it is sad, it is poignant, it is a really in-depth look at mourning and the mourning process when you lose a parent, especially at a very young age. This is absolutely the number 1 film that I watched during Sundance Film Festival 2021. So that's what I think, but I want to know what you guys think. What were your guys' favorite films from Sundance Film Festival 2021? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also, did you see any of the films that I saw and put on my list? What did you think of those films? Let me know in the comments section down below as well. And if you like this ranking list and would like to see another one like it, please be sure to click right over here. This is another ranking that I did recently. Please be sure to check that one out as well. If you like this ranking that I did for Sundance, check out this ranking that I did right over here. Check that out as well. I've been Dragon Movie Guy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. See you.